more specifically vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
What is up, nerds? It's me, your buddy, your pal, HeyArcher. Welcome back to my channel. I hit myself in the face with the mic just now. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. A little bit later of a show than usual. Go for about 30-ish minutes. Unless you guys want to keep the ball rolling, that's perfectly fine as well. I think the camera's a little bit off. Hang on. There we go. That seems much better of a camera angle, of course. Oh. And let me turn on my app. But I think you should all be proud. I see some of you already commenting in the comment section. Welcome, of course. I actually started the stream on time for once, which never happens. Never happens. So I'm proud. Although I forgot to wear my own merch, so today we'll be rocking the Dragon Ball Z shirt. I think I got this at Walmart actually. Speaking of Walmart, never mind. But if you want your HeyArcher merch, you can go to the website. Oh, I got my little banner thing. HeyArcher.com. Get all your merch, like the mug, like the shirts, the stickers. For whatever reason, the mugs are flying out. Like once those orders get put in, the mugs are just going. The shirts, the bags, those are delayed, and I've already emailed about that. So again, thank you for your patience on that. But we will cheers to all of you, of course. Thank you all for being here. Leave a thumbs up, of course, if you're in the chat. Here on HeyArcher Live, if you couldn't tell already, we talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. So there's no scripts. There is, actually, I don't script anything anyway, but there's definitely no script in HeyArcher Live. There is sometimes an agenda, but usually not. Because in the past, when I've requested questions from all of you, I've received them offline, and I don't get to hit all of them up in the chat because the chat's going. So I'm answering your questions in the chat. Forget about the questions that were submitted earlier. So I haven't been putting out the question block like, oh, submit the topic. So here on HeyArcher Live, we pretty much ramble it through. Talk about what you want to talk about. But something I've done the last 2 weeks in a row that I want to do again today is we've watched a trailer reaction together, and a new one has come out for the next Superman animated movie. So I think that'd be a cool one to watch together. And you guys can always comment on that. But I don't have my mouse, so I guess I'm using the default mouse here. But let's hit you guys up in the chat, see what's going on down there. Mr. Dwight in the house. All of you, make sure to subscribe to Mr. Dwight on his channel and encourage Grind Legacy to get on YouTube. Check out Grind Legacy, grind_legacy over on Instagram. Of course, Rhino Dog in the house. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z. It's an oldie and a goodie. And Aaron in the house, of course. Make sure you head over to Aaron's channel as well. Hit subscribe. It's got lots of dope content coming your way. I did not watch today's Cinematically Late, though. But it's almost like I've been borrowing from you, actually, Aaron, because I have 3 reviews coming out. I've recorded 3. I've put 2 scheduled to be uploaded. I don't even remember what the 3rd movie was. Oh, that's right. So I'm reviewing Hellboy, the last one. I'm reviewing Child's Play that just came out last year, and Fantastic Four 2019. All 3 movies I have not seen. I did not see originally when they came out. Now they're on various apps, so I figured why not watch them and give my review on them. Actually, I'm not even... Did I already release Hellboy? Let me just double check that. Let's see. Because I know I've talked about it on this show, but it might have just been in rambling, not an actual video. So you definitely want to subscribe. And that way, when those reviews come out, you can watch them. No, I have not released that one yet. Okay, cool. So yeah, Hellboy, Fantastic Four, and Child's Play will be coming out. But Aaron has his weekly series, Cinematically Late. So check that one out. He goes far more in depth and gives you more information than I ever could. Let's see here. Aaron with the What Up Nerds. That's right. Man, Muggs, love the size. Got mine today. Yep. Got himself the 15 ounce. And of course, Rhino Dog once again. I don't want to say too much. My videos for the new Superman movie will be up tomorrow, possibly. Oh, okay. I didn't know you were doing a Superman movie. Is it on the animated one that's coming out? Or is it on the possible live action stuff? Let's see here. Cyberpunk hype. Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, I did want to actually watch some of that today as well. Thanks for mentioning that, Andrew. Welcome back to the channel. And for those of you who have just walked in, I see a bunch of you jumped in. Don't forget to hit a thumbs up. And here on HeyArcher Live, once again, it is your show. So feel free to interact in the comment section. Give me some ideas of things you want to talk about, and we can do that. So what I'll do is there's an official trailer. So I'll cue that one up. And that's what we'll watch, the trailer for Cyberpunk, and talk about it. Any other games that anybody wants to discuss, let me know. Oddly enough, I always joke I'm one of the worst nerds ever. Because I've not seen any of the Harry Potter movies. I still have not seen Ghostbusters, and I don't play a lot of video games. So and I don't watch Doctor Who. So I lose a lot of street cred in the nerd scene for that. So you're gonna have to deal with that for now. Aaron says the new animated one, Man of Tomorrow. Yeah, so that's the trailer that we're gonna watch together. Rhino says, saw your last video. Kind of excited to see Michael Keaton does come back as Batman. There was a article I think Anthony shared with me online that I don't think he's going to don the suit. I think they've already confirmed that Michael Keaton, unfortunately...
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo!
Well, he's not slime, but you get the idea. Yeah, apparently Michael Keaton won't be wearing the suit, so... I hope that report was wrong. Beard looks good. Don't do it. It's tough, man. Andrew, it is tough. So for those of you who don't know, if you head over to my Instagram, HeyArcher, I have a poll going on. Actually, let's check now and see where that poll's at. And I'm determining whether the beard stays or goes. Now, I understand that it is part of my logo to have facial hair. But that might end up being just 5 o'clock shadowish. Let's see. Where are we? Right now, 58% are saying to keep facial hair, 42% clean shaven. So the tides have changed. It was the other way before, and now it's going, all right. It's getting intense. You guys have 2 hours left to vote. So head over to Instagram, HeyArcher, and determine if we're going full babyface or Stone Cold style goatee with some other hair on there. So we will see. All right, let's check out the trailer. Then we'll come back to the comment section. Of course, as I mentioned, leave a thumbs up. If you just showed up, welcome. We're going to watch the Superman trailer together, discuss, and talk about whatever else you want to. So I encourage you all to let me know if you can hear it once it starts.
I love this town. The city of endless opportunity. Ready to get your cherry?
I put on the Cyberpunk one. All right, so we're rolling with Cyberpunk first. I don't know if you guys can hear it, though, so let me know for sure. All right. So let's go.
I love this town. The city of endless opportunity. Ready to get your cherry popped? Yeah, come on.
City like any other, just bigger.
No, mano, not just any other city. Legends are born here.
The major leagues. We're only here because Dex is pulling the strings. Doubt that puts us in the same league as them.
But we are. They just don't know it yet. But if you got the cojones and you know how to use them, you can do damn near anything.
Unless you catch a bullet.
Even then, you go out with a bang, right?
You know, you can make heaps more eddies as a motivational speaker.
Yo, Mr. V, a pleasure.
So what's the gig, Dex? You meant to come out in one piece? How about we go over the plan?
There's this prototype tech, biochip to be precise. Jobs could grab it.
Guessing it belongs to a court.
Arasaka.
We're robbing some heavy hitters.
Thought you could blackmail me, fucker?
High risk, high reward. First rule of the afterlife.
Ka-ching, baby.
Goes without saying, we do this on the hush. Ideally, no bodies, not a one.
Sounds simple enough.
He's lit, assholes!
Is it gonna be dangerous?
Don't you worry, mi amor. We're bulletproof. Get your ass moving now!
What the fuck just happened in there?
Can't stop digging Night City.
Fucking major leagues. Happy now, Jackie?
Yep, that's fucking high! Time to bail!
Oh my god, we're so fucked.
Dex, what the fuck?
Can't risk it, V.
And you, who are you?
Fuck.
All right. So it actually, that last part at the end almost seemed to imply that you are playing as Keanu Reeves. Let's see. Because they kind of do the same hand motion thing there. But then he also glitches there, so I'm wondering if it's in his head he thinks that's what he looks like. I think in all of our heads, we think we are Keanu Reeves. So I think it was pretty dope overall, I have to say. I mean, it definitely felt like it had a very much feel of, what was that movie? The one that Alita Battle Angel. It had that kind of vibe. It had the vibe of GTA. I felt like it was just a GTA game. But I think it's cool that it's all first person as well. So yeah, looks pretty dope. I'm a sucker for customization. So as long as there's good customization in the game, I can usually get into it. Whether I finish the game or not, whole other story. But all right, let's check out the comments and see what you guys all thought. Go back up here. So you're saying look up the Cyberpunk B-roll gameplay that released after the game. All right. So I'll try to look for that at the end. Aaron saying don't go full baby face. Wow, Ava in the house. Wow, welcome. Beard stays. That was all you. You were on that team. Andrew, the goatee's too risky. It is. I've done the goatee before though, but I never kept it, and that's good. You can hear it. Has an altered carbon feel. It did. Yeah, it did have that vibe as well of altered carbon. Never finished it though. Our mutual friend Mike was saying that he liked that show a lot, and I tried it. I couldn't get into it, but I only watched I think 2 episodes, which safe to say it usually takes more than 2 to get into a show. So I'll give it another shot. Yes, we had Keanu at the end there. Yep. Yeah, it did look very impressive. Yeah, so same thing. Yeah, same thing. Are we Keanu? I think we all are a little Keanu. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Huh? What? Huh? More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Just Samson.
Huh? What? Huh?
His name is Just Samson.
Huh? What?
Is in the house. For those of you who don't know, last week we went into about, I don't know, what would you say? We talked for probably 15 minutes on this show about Taco Bell. So Samson, who was the leader in the
What?
movement, has morphed the whole beer, whiskey, whatever thing into Taco Bell, which I endorse. And yet I've still not... Where are we at now with that? We are still... Yeah, since September with no Taco Bell. So, I don't know. You guys are making it tough on me. You're making it tough. Especially, nacho fries box. That was pretty good. I'm going to need some sort of fat kid sound effect I can play. That would definitely help. Keanu is on a chip in your head, so it's conflicting with his implants. Oh, okay. Oh, so yes, that's what we were kind of saying before. Just Samson giving his props to... Aaron giving his props to just Samson. Rhino Dog as well. Sweet. There we go. Thank you. I have fought to have mustache only for a long time, and people don't like that idea. I'm gonna try to find a picture actually of when I was rocking a stash. I would randomly, whenever I like playing around with facial hair, as far as like today's goatee, today's no hair, today's 5 o'clock shadow. Like I kind of like doing that, and I think with every girl I've dated, at least once I've done the mustache, and they've all not been fans of it. This one's not a good picture. Let me see if I can find you guys a good one real quick of just stashing it. Oh, I know. I think I got tagged in it. I'm saying, man, the Tom Selleck. My mustache grows in good. It's the rest of the hair doesn't grow in that well. The rest of it's kind of iffy. I swear there's one. There it is. God, it's such a dirty mustache. All right, hang on. Let's show you guys stash. So that is what the mustache could look like. That's not completely full. That's probably 2 weeks or so of not shaving, and then I just shaved everything else. Of course, rocking the tan line on the glasses there, but I like the stash. And actually, in college, the only facial hair you can have, because I went to a maritime college, the only facial hair you could have was when you were a senior, you could grow out a mustache. So we call that the first class stash that you'd grow. Shout out to maritime. All right. So let's see. Season 2 stalls hard. Season 1 is good of Walter Carbon. All right. That is good to know. Go with the Mr. T look. So are we talking... I might be confusing Mr. T and John Shafts, because that happened the other day where somebody was telling me something similar. Because I've actually cosplayed as Mr. T. Or actually, it was a Halloween costume. Let's see here. Let's go back to... Oh, a lot of new people dropped in. Welcome. You're in HeyArcher Live, where we talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. And right now we're talking facial hair and what I should do. So the Mr. T would be full beard with the mohawk. I can't do a mohawk because unfortunately God has taken my hair from me. I'm willing to do that look all day there. That's a sweet it's nice and full, it's thick. That's what I wanted, and it doesn't do that. Mine does not do that. But all the gold chains and all the gold rings, yeah, I'd like to do that. That'd be sweet. But the other one that came up in a call the other day was, let's see here. Oh yeah, by the way, if you are new in the show, leave a thumbs up, of course, and subscribe. We just finished watching Cyberpunk, the trailer for that, and we're going over facial hair. But shortly we'll be going over or watching the new trailer for the new Superman animated movie. This. So I might just do that. Just screw it before things go back to normal. That'd be a nice combo because I keep the stash. I have hair up here. Like, there it's pretty good. So I'll just do that. Shave the rest, but then I'll be bald. So I have to have, like, this part here would be pretty interesting to do with no hair up top. I think that'd be pretty hilarious to see. Because I have no shame. And that also bothers people sometimes. But that's quite all right. All right, so let's go back to the chat, see how you guys are doing there before we jump into our Superman trailer reaction. By the way, one of the best parts about doing these trailer reactions is that I'm consistently getting emails from YouTube with, like, not full-on copyright strikes, but they're like, you should not be doing that. And I'm like, just, I don't know. I feel like a rebel. Let's see here. Samson, of course, with
What?
Senor Eric in the house. Never finished all the Carbon Eater and either. Jeez. Any customization also got to be able to play as a chick. Yeah. Well, apparently in this game, you can swap body parts however you want. So you can do however you like with chopped sideburns. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Right? If I leave that, cut it off there, get rid of this part here, just have the stash. So hard. Oh, man. Might be onto something with a mustache and the chops. Yeah. Beards are the new mustache. Yes, agreed. But it takes, because here's the thing. With when you're rocking mustache, right? It's going one of two ways. Either you're dapper as all hell, and people are like, that's a sexy MFer. Or they're like, we need to get our family away from that person. The mustache goes one of two ways. So which way are we going to go here? Not sure. I'm liking the idea, though, of the stash with the chops. So that might be a fun accident to happen.
What?
Leave it full stash.
What?
Here we go. In response to your mustache pick, get out meme. No. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Handlebars are the way. Yeah. Eric has a really impressive mustache. Or sorry, beard. Eric's always had a really good full beard. Mr. T would be good. On that Ross too. Chops and a stash. Richard Roundtree will be perfect. All right, let's look up Richard Roundtree, and then we're jumping into the trailer. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. So John Chaff. I didn't realize that was his real name. Yeah, for some reason I did not know that was his real name. Who's the other person I'm thinking of right now? Oh, he did not have a stash. I was thinking of the guy from, what's his name? From Enter the Dragon. I don't think he had a stash at all. He just had the afro and the side chops. His name's going to come to me. Jim Kelly, that's it. Yeah, he didn't have stash. He just had full fro. Man, I wish I could have. I actually attempted to grow out a fro in college, because when I went to school with Andrew, actually, that was the first time I had no dress code in my life. Well, if you don't count preschool. So I was growing out my hair. I was picking it. It got like pretty low, but then it just wasn't me. So I got rid of it. But man, if I can go back, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd go afro. But since we're already here on the screen, let's go into the Superman trailer. Of course, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think of the trailer. And let me unmute. Turn back on speaker. And let's see if let's see how the animated universe is going to go post Doomsday War. Again, let me know if you can hear it.
I don't want him to feel different.
He is different. He lifted a tractor with one finger, Martha. Whoever put him in that ship had no idea or care for how dangerous a world they were sending him to.
Did I not switch camera? I did not switch camera. I'm sorry. I was like, something looks weird here. All right. My bad. Much like on the income stream the other day, Pat was like, he doesn't have a monitor to see how he's doing. So things just looked odd on my stream deck, and that's how I figured it out. So let's try that again.
I want him to feel different.
He is different. He lifted a tractor with one finger, Martha. Whoever put him in that ship had no idea or care for how dangerous a world they were sending him to.
Breaking news. An unidentified object heading towards Earth was detected by Star Labs.
Look! Up in the sky! Why are you here?
Why are you here, Kryptonian?
Lois, and you are?
I'm Clark Kent. This planet is protected, alien.
It's ass-whooping
I thought Martians only existed in the movies.
Those movies are terrible.
Are you right, Miss Lane?
What's the S for?
Superman.
Those people are in great danger.
Let them go! My name is Kal-El of Krypton, and I come in peace.
All right. So I think, of course, let me know down below what you all think of that trailer, and then I'll head over to the comment section in a little bit. Thanks for the heads up, though, that the audio and the video was not working before. I just saw it. So that creature there, I feel like that's a white Martian, and that's why John Jones is going to be there. Not the fighter, but John Jones. Because he kind of has that look of a like he's supposed to be a white Martian. But things that I thought were super dope here. Where is it? Aside from Lobo being there, like I think Lobo's one of those characters that is so awesome. I don't think if they ever made a live action movie, they'd do him any justice. So I'm excited that he's here. That would be sweet to see him. And I also like that there's profanity even in this trailer, which leads me to think it's going to be a pretty adult-based movie, which is awesome. But this part here, him rocking the Green Lantern ring, I mean, I don't know what else this could be aside from a Green Lantern ring. But that's going to be pretty sweet, I think. They're just rebuilding out this rebuilding the DC universe. Let me see. There was a full shot of that costume somewhere before. Where is it? There it is. I think what you have here is if this movie ends up being good, you have a contender for most cosplay of 2021 at this point, because there is nothing 2020. But overall, I mean, my thing is at this point, we've already seen the Superman story a million times. For the hardcore fans, we already all know the story. We already know the Justice League. So I'm not sure what they're going to do in this movie that makes it different. Because they've already just rebooted everything so many times. And it's one thing if you're rebooting a series like, 20 years removed. Granted, Superman is an old story, but at this point, the audience that they're playing to, which is us, we've already watched Justice League. We've already watched the DC EU movies. We've already watched the DC animated movies. Like, we've seen all that stuff. So reintroducing in new movies, I feel like it's still too early for that. I mean, you need a significant amount of time in between to be doing that. And right now, it's like every 5 years, it seems, that they're rebooting stuff. So I don't know. Let me know what you thought. It'll be worth a watch. I don't know if I'm going to pay for it, though, the way I used to. Let's head to the comments. Going back to the beard conversation. Do you not own clippers? Trim your beard, not cut the length. So I'm not supposed to cut the length? I didn't know that. So yeah, I trimmed... I went to a lower setting to do the sides the other day to try to get it to all start growing in even, but there's still that gap there. So aside from, I don't know, taking drugs or something, I don't know how to get that. If it doesn't fill in, it doesn't fill in. But I could be going about this the wrong way. Maybe I should just watch some videos on this. Floating sideburns. These people are not your friends. That's a good one. Go with the Kareem, right? Oh yeah, now I see all the stuff on not being able to see and watch. Just Samson, 7 watching, 6 likes, 1 lurker. We need the lurkers though. We need the lurkers. Actually, just for you.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
There you go, just for you, lurker. Wholesome. It's a symbol for peace. It is a symbol for peace. I actually made that reference the other day when showing off my Chuck Taylors. I don't know if anybody caught that. Mixed emotions. Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those. It's, I don't know. It doesn't, I think these animated movies now just don't do much because it's the same stories all over again. I think they have it's better when they have these animated movies tell a popular story. It's also good when they do movies on characters that we don't normally see. So that's why, for example, Stargirl, which I am behind on the reviews, I'm going to try to catch up tonight, but something like Stargirl does so well because even though it's an established comic book character, there hasn't been a lot of TV media on Stargirl. So all of it's brand new, all of it's fresh, and it makes it more exciting. Versus with, a Superman coming to Earth story, we've seen that already. Red Sun was interesting because you're like, all right, here's an alternate universe thing. The book was better than the movie, not to be cliched with that, but it's good when you have those kinds of scenarios where it's a different story altogether. Because again, the target audience, which is pretty much us watching this show now, at this point, it's actually increased. I think the target audience for a DC or Marvel cartoon would be 25 to 50, most likely. Because I feel like most kids these days I talk to who consider themselves nerds are more into video games than they are actual like shows like Justice League, or some of them don't even know shows like Justice League existed. So I think at this point, DC, Marvel, if you somehow stumble on these videos, again, get your shit together with the DC app. But if you stumble on these videos, the target audience is already super established, no pun intended, on these characters. So much better for you to start doing just either characters that exist but there are no stories on in TV and movie, or do alternate stories. It's a river. What was that in reference to? Lobo on Krypton was dollar store Rob Zombie. I couldn't believe, and they were going to do a live action show on that too. When I saw him on there, I could not believe that they actually would attempt to ruin. Like, who are these people that like sign off on this stuff? Like, I mean, I guess I contradict myself here because I want the alternate type stories, but when you watch the show like Gotham, you saw where it started out with some promise and just went awry. And all of them are like, all right, I think we can baseline make this amount of views, so let's just go for it. And like, nobody cares about Superman's dad on Krypton. Like, because the other tough part that's not easy to do, and I will always give Clone Wars the crown or trophy on this, is it's not easy to tell a story where you know the ending and they're trying to give us like prequel stuff, but like loosely prequel. Like sometimes they're like in Gotham's case, they're like, oh, it's not really the Batman story. And then they're like, oh, sorry, it is, because they ran out of ideas. But something like Krypton, or the Alfred show. Does anybody remember that? That just got canceled, I think, like last year. And it wasn't even on a major network. It was on, I think it was just on an app, if I remember. So they just got to be careful. Like, nobody, if you're going to do a story not based on a major character, doing the stories based on the side characters that don't even have like powers or whatnot is kind of a waste. That's to me. Good trailer. The fights look epic. Yeah, the fights look pretty good. Jason Momoa fits the best live action Lobo, but still don't think it could be done. Yeah. Yeah, he would be a great Lobo. I feel like I had somebody else in my head at one point that could play Lobo. I feel like Jason Momoa, while he is cool enough to play Lobo, he might be too tall to play Lobo. I'll think about that. It may be a ring made of kryptonite. Yeah. Actually, that's a really good point. I didn't even think about that. Because if he's going to Earth to hunt Superman, and at that point Superman's already established, there's a lot of time jumping in this movie, from what it seems like. Yeah, he probably knows that kryptonite is the... Good catch. Very good catch, sir. I like the animation and warm feeling of it. Needs some more heart in the world right now. Yeah, I'll give you that. That's right. He did drop the knowledge. Just Samson again on Like Patrol.
Huh? What?
On the Like Patrol. Yeah. Welcome to everybody who's new. Voice keeps breaking up. Welcome to everybody who's new to the stream. We just finished the Superman trailer reaction. We watched a Cyberpunk. Words are hard today. I was going for Cyberpunk. My brain was defaulting to Cybertruck, and it just merged them all together. So I apologize. Let's see here. Can't say a ton because I have a video coming for it, but Martian Manhunter is 100% unnecessary. It needs to be a Superman movie. All right, so make sure that you all subscribe to Aaron Waller because he's going to have his video coming out on that trailer. The key is just to let it go, brush the hell out of it. Oh, beard? Yeah. If they made a Lobo live action, who would play him? Yeah. So that's the... Who was it that I had? I had somebody in mind at one point. I wanted Lobo to be... Because in the last... in Young Justice Season 2, they brought Lobo in. And much like... Much like in the comic at the time, Lobo was like... And even in this movie, like he's taller, a little more slim. I'm more of a fan of the Superman animated series Lobo, which kind of mirrors a Wolverine, like short, stocky, like upside down triangle, smoking cigars all day. So it'd have to be somebody who's like short and jacked. I really wish I could remember who I had before, but it'd be somebody like in that 5'7" to 5'8" range. If all the like, you know, Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill, they're all 6 foot plus. So someone in that range, same body type I would love in a Wolverine if they end up redoing Wolverine, which they are at some point. I want that short, stocky, jacked Wolverine. I don't want the Abercrombie and Fitch one. Give us all the hair. The only way to keep it fresh is if they had Superman, elderly, hundreds of years in the future, coming out of retirement for one last fight to save the world. Superman Logan. All right. The one last fight thing I always hated because they just played it to death. I do like the idea of it in the future. They did that in Batman Beyond, if you remember. That was a pretty good arc where they showed Terry McGinnis reforming the Justice League. The show ended up getting canceled before I think they were full on. But you got to see them in Justice League Unlimited in the episodes where Green Lantern, Batman, and Wonder Woman were time traveling. You got to see the Justice League in the future then. And you got to see them again in the episode where they tell you about Terry McGinnis and Bruce Wayne, how they actually met. I had the name Epilogue, I think, same as the episode. I watched it the other day. If you have not watched that, do so. And wow, we're already 40 minutes in on this episode. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. There it is. All right, so we'll go through a couple more comments. Thank you all for being here. Thank you again for interacting in the comment section. Again, that's what I love about HeyArcher Live is it's our time as a whole to just talk all things nerdy or whatever you want to talk about. But it's all of you who drive the show. It's all of you who drive the content. So I thank you very much. I don't think I ever say to like share the videos. So in the future, whether it's a live show or not, feel free to share it with a friend on social media, text message, email, I guess. I don't know. I assume the person's old if you're emailing them a link to YouTube, but yeah, share the videos. I never say that for some odd reason. Now you know. Lobo, yeah. If you're lurking, I'm coming after you. He is. Rhino Dog. Just like they had it build up The Dark Knight Rises and Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Blake to maybe be a spin-off Nightwing or Robin and then nothing. Oh, I know. I get you. You're going back to the like kind of alternate loose connection. He did scare the lurker. Yeah. So yeah, same. So same attitude, same like you want that same like grimy, dirty look, but I don't want that tall. Like Kano's tall too. Like he's like a tall, leaner character. Same attitude, but I want shorter, stockier. That's what I would want. Yeah. Actually, I prefer to be pretty close to that. For the love of God, do not say Tom Hardy. I would not say Tom Hardy. I will like old man Cal. So you're talking, are we talking Kingdom Come at this point? I forgot. That's right. I forgot they showed that. I was just trying to think of something they hadn't done. Yeah. No, that's good. Like, it is good to have the, older Superman story. But yeah, they've done that because remember, Superman doesn't age in the same way that people do. He has a slower aging process. So Superman in the Batman Beyond universe only looked like he was, I don't know, 50 or so, late 40s, early 50s. So you can go beyond that if you wanted to, but that's what they had there. I'll give us. I'll say it. It's a spoiler. I guess mute it. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about a Red Sun spoiler here in that Red Sun story. So if you don't want to hear the spoiler, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this up. Oops. I'm gonna put that up. And as long as that's up, I'm gonna be talking about the spoiler of Superman Red Sun. And then once it's down, I'll do that. So we're gonna talk Superman Red Sun spoilers if you've not watched the movie or read the book. And I'll only do it for like 30 seconds. Does that sound good? All right, we're going with it. Like, comment, and subscribe. So, Superman Red Sun, what I loved about the book is that Superman is on Earth as, whatever. He saves the Earth. Lex Luthor becomes president. And it turns out that Superman, at the end of the book, did not die, but in fact came back to Earth and hid amongst people. And Superman essentially became immortal, living on Earth. And it turns out that Earth, as it progressed, would just... the Earth's sun started to lose power and change. And instead of being yellow, the Earth's sun started to become red. And Earth, over the centuries, names started to get chopped down. Things started to get renamed. And it turns out that Earth is actually Krypton. And Lex Luthor is actually the great-great-great-great-great-grandfather of Kal-El. So when Superman dies... when Krypton is destroyed, it's actually Superman being sent back in time, not sent to another planet. So doing a show of Superman being old, I think will be great if they went super far in the future like that, where it's like him centuries in the future learning that Earth is actually not Earth the way he thinks of it. Earth is actually Krypton, but it just changed because of the sun. I liked that idea, but that might just be me. But I thought that was one of the best things of that book, and they didn't do that in the movie, and it really pissed me off. Yo, did you know Marilyn Monroe had 6 toes? I did not know that. Yes, there you go. There you go. Future Lobo will be Danny DeVito. I am down for that. And you know what? That's going to be our mic drop. Thanks for being here for another HeyArcher Live. Again, these are fun. I love that all of you drive this conversation. It's not my show, it's your show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Movie reviews galore are coming. I've already recorded 3. I've got more HeyArcher this weekend. HeyArcher.com for all your merch. I'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Actually, you know what? For old, just for one last time. Just for one last time. Oh, and it was a lighting error. Hilarious. We'll end on the video from last week because I thought it was awesome. So again, thanks for being here. Talk to all you nerds later.